Let's discuss about the T cell receptors first. T cells constitute 60 to 70% of the circulating peripheral blood lymphocytes. In approximately 95% of the cases, T cell receptors are made up of these alpha and beta polypeptide chains. And these alpha and beta polypeptide chains are linked together by disulfide linkage. These alpha and beta polypeptide chains also non-covalently linked to another set of polypeptides known as CD3 complex. This CD3 gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta chains, etc. So when the antigen presenting cells present antigen via the MHC molecules to the groove between the alpha and beta subunit, CD3 complex gets activated and the first signal will be produced. There is another molecule called CD28. The CD28 can bind to CD80 or 86, which is also known as B71 or B72 on the antigen presenting cells, and this constitute the second signal. So the first signal will be produced when the antigen presenting cells present antigen via the MHC molecules to the groove between alpha and beta subunit and the CD3 complex activation, and the second signal when the CD28 binds CD80 or 86. There is also another molecule known as CTLA4. The CTLA4 also can bind CD80 or 86. When there is no infection and in the normal situations, CTLA4 binds CD80 or 86. It has got high affinity for CD80 or 86 than the CD28. But when there is an infection, there is increased production of CD80 or 86 so that the CD28 can be occupied and the second signal can be generated. These T cells are MHC restricted. What do you mean by that? There are accessory molecules called CD4 and CD8. CD4 T cells and CD8 T cells. The CD4 can bind MHC class 2 molecule. If it is CD8, it can bind MHC class 1 molecule. You can remember this by 4 into 2 8 and 8 into 1 8. So CD4 T cells responds to antigen presenting cells with the MHC class 2 molecule, and CD8 cells T cells respond to antigen presenting cells with the MHC class 1 molecule. So T cells are MHC restricted. Now let us move to the lymphocyte. It has IgM antibody, which is the surface receptors for the antigen, and similar to the CD3 complex, there is IGF alpha and IGF beta, which is also known as CD79A and CD79B. In addition to this, it has got another receptor called CD21, which is also known as complement receptor 2. The CD21 can bind a pathogen, so it's a receptor for a pathogen also. Epstein-Barr virus. Epstein-Barr virus can bind CD21. Now let us see some question. CD3 is a marker for T cell. A superantigen is a bacterial product. Superantigen can bind to beta chain of T cell receptor and MHC class 2 molecule and cause widespread liberation of cytokines. So the superantigen can bind to beta chain of the T cell receptors and MHC class 2 molecule and then cause widespread cytokine release. So this is all about it.